Hello and welcome to WMKCTV with me, Chris McCarthy. For this, the third round of this year's Stars at Whilton Mill Championship. Whilton Mill circuit here, located just a stone's throw away from the Silverstone circuit, the home of British motorsport, and some would say this is probably now the sort of turning into the home of karting, isn't it? A great track here we have at Whilton Mill, and this the third round of the Stars at Whilton Mill Championship. And to kick us off, we have a slightly different order to the running order this month. This month, kicking us off will be the Coma Cadets, usually the Honda Cadets. And on pole is last month's winner, Max Fenlon, so looking to do the double. Alongside him, Toby McDonald. On row 2, we have Isaac and Whitson. And on row 3, we have Thornhill and Webster. So 14 of them in total. Here we go for the first final of the day. And do we get a first start? Yes, we do, and we're away. And Fenlon comes into turn 1, and I think he's held on to his lead. McDonald there looks like he's held on to second place. Or does he? He's run wide coming out of turn 2. And I think that is Whitson now into second place. I believe Isaac's still in fourth place. We come up through turn 4, now turn 5. All the driver. Oh, I say that. 3 drivers off in the background there. Couldn't quite make out who they were. I think Wills and Ridges may have been involved, Stoneham too. So we thought we had them all through safely there, but a few drivers coming to grief up at turn 3. 23 kart going through your shot there is Josh McCallum, the novice driver. So he's having a great run, isn't he? So see how he gets on as the race goes on. Had a great start. Started in on the inside of row 5, so 9th place. As we complete lap 1 now, I think McDonald Dale's just having a look at Whitson, see if he can find a way past in turn 1. It's a hard place to pass there. Best bet's probably as they come up the hill. Will we see him go by? No, seems like he'll be working together with Whitson to see if they can catch up Fenlon, who has a slight advantage. But as we know, in these cadet classes, when drivers do work together, they tend to go obviously a lot faster, and they do go better working in pairs than they do working on their own, as we will see coming into effect now. Fenlon already starting to be caught. You can just see the gap visually coming down. He's getting his head down, coming into the boot. So here we go through. Anyone who watched the second round would have seen that we had a great battle between these 3 drivers, and I get the feeling that we will have similar things this month. Isaac there in 4th place, just struggling to keep up really. He's on his own, and he's got these 3 drivers behind here. The 57 of Webster, McCallum, all working together there. The 76 of Thornhill as well, who's also a novice driver, so he's doing great as well. Qualified 5th, so great results in the heats for him. I think he had a 5th or 4th and a 9th place, so he's doing great as we see. Oh, and I think Thornhill's gone. Looked like he spun coming down the hill there. Quite make out, just trying to see if he's in the background. He probably got going again, so couldn't quite see if there was any contact there, but it looked like a mistake of his own doing really. May have just got caught out by Webster or McCallum in front of him, or may have just gone in too hard on the brakes. But as a novice driver, the novices or their black plates mean that they are in the first 5 races of their karting careers, so it's not unusual to see a mistake made by a novice driver, and it's all part of the learning process, isn't it? But he's done a great job up until this point, and certainly one to watch as the season goes on. So now back to the leaders, and I mean Whitson and McDonald looked like they'd close Fenlon in, but they're just struggling to get that last little bit of gap that they need. So as we see, the 57 Webster there, McCallum just in behind, but it looks like now that they have fully closed this gap down. Fenlon's doing a great job out in front, keeping it very, very consistent. He's made it very hard here for the pair of Whitson and McDonald, but I believe we now have three for the lead. We come through turn 1. See Isaac there in 4th place. Finley Isaac qualified 3rd on the grid. Took 2 4ths and a 3rd. As we have a change for the lead, or do we? Whitson tried up the inside, but Fenlon's gone around the outside, and they touch wheels coming through turn 4. We go through 5 now. We come down the hill, and Fenlon looks like he's held on there. Whitson had a look, got fully alongside, but Fenlon braved it around the outside, didn't he? And you can just see Fenlon there giving him the push signal, saying, "Come on, Whitson, let's not battle too hard." But I do not believe Whitson has McDonald to worry about, doesn't he? So he'll be wanting to get straight past. Or we see them change the next time we come up the hill. They come into the boot now. McDonald happy just to sit in that third position at the moment, isn't he? Probably just going to wait for Whitson to make his move and then try and make his move at the same time. It's a long race. Races do get longer now as the year comes on. We've got more light and it's a nice sunny day, as you can see. But despite sunny, it's fairly cold. Here we go now. Do we get a change for the lead this time? He's fully alongside. I think he should make it through this time, and he does. And McDonald has also made it through. Fenlon clearly tried to brave it around the outside again, but just couldn't quite have the momentum to do so. So now the order is Whitson, McDonald second, Fenlon third. This just looks like a carbon copy of last month, doesn't it? Where Fenlon was the victor that time. Who will be the victor this time? You wouldn't want to put money on any of them, would you? It's very hard call. Here we come now into the boot, and Whitson there, just driving a slightly defensive line into the second part of the boot. You can see McDonald went for a wider line. He's just wanting to cover off any chance. But here comes McDonald into turn one. He tried this a couple laps ago. Will he make it stick this time? They're side by side coming to turn two, and he has made it stick. And Whitson won ride in all of that, which has allowed Fenlon to come back through into second. So great piece of driving there from McDonald. You see, he sized it up a few laps before and made it stick the next time round. So it was almost a dress rehearsal, wasn't it? A couple of laps ago, and this time he made it stick. Come through Chapman's now. Come out. Fenlon now sandwiched in between Donald and Whitson. The Burrell driver will probably be looking to get straight back into the lead though. As he looked up the inside coming into Chapman's there. Didn't quite make it stick. Maybe he's just doing what McDonald was doing and maybe try that one a couple laps later on. So these cadet drivers, as always, putting on a great show, the Coma class. Oh, and we're side by side coming to the last corner, and he's made it through Fenlon. So now Fenlon leads. Whitson also followed McDonald through there. We're seeing some great overtaking. The likes of turn one, the last corner, never usually overtaking spots, but these drivers are finding any corner they can. And do we see another change for lead? No, we don't. Whitson had a look, but has decided to stay in behind for the time being, as we're into the second half of the race now. Come down I think we're running about 10 minutes plus a lap here today, so about total race time of 11 minutes, which we'll see the drivers do around 12 to 13 laps. As we see a change for second, McDonald goes back through on Whitson, so Fenlon still leads. McDonald now is second, and you can see he defends from Whitson. They don't want to be doing that. Come on boys, you need to be working together here, not battling over each other if you want to catch the leader up and make this a battle for the lead rather than for second place. Fenlon, he'd be happy to see the two guys in behind him there battle it out. We come through 1 and 2 up the hill. Will we see a change for lead? You see Fenlon had a look over his shoulder this time. He starts defending. Oh, we're 3 across here, and Fenlon, a great piece of driving there, just placed his car in the right place and giving no real option but for McDonald to stay in behind. We come down the hill and no overtaking there either. So, well, it's just sizing up to be a great end, isn't it? Who's it going to be between these three? Looks like these three will fill in the podium position, providing there is no incidents. And yeah, I can see this being a battle that just rages on throughout the season. And I say bring it on. I cannot wait to see how this one unfolds. All three would be deserving winners. So here we go. Start the next lap. Fenlon getting his head down there. It's good to see. He's really focusing on where he's going, isn't he, Fenlon? And I think he's had a bad run out of turn 2. Yes, he has. McDonald again looking up the inside, and this time he's getting a push from Whitson, which should help him, and it does. He goes through, but Whitson, despite helping McDonald out, couldn't make it through himself. So a bit of a kick in the teeth for him there, but I feel that he will have many more opportunities to try and take the lead as you come into turn 7 now. And I'll just cast my eye back to the battle for 5th place between McCallum and Webster. I believe Webster's still leading that one, but we do have a battle for the novice trophy on, of course. That will be between... Oh, and we have another change for lead, do we? No, it's just McDonald just defending from Fenlon there. But yeah, there will be... the novices do have a trophy of their own, the winning novice. So, oh, and there was some contact between the leaders there. Fenlon almost looked like he got alongside McDonald on the outside. McDonald moved across to take the normal racing line, hit into Fenlon, and sent Fenlon slightly on the grass, but he managed to keep it going. All of that allowed Whitson to come through into 2nd place. As we come back down the hill there, But yeah, I'll just going back to what I was saying before. I will keep an eye on who wins that novice trophy as well. But let's concentrate on the leaders, because that's what the main battle on track is at the moment. And Whitson there, he's looking up the inside, and Chapman's again. Fenlon got a bit of a nudge there, trying to go around the outside. He's getting a bit. As McDonald now defends into the boot, but Whitson cleverly holds on, waited for McDonald to move back over to take the racing line and sneak through. And in all of that, Fenlon came through into second place. So it's now Whitson, Fenlon and McDonald as we start the last lap. Who's it going to be out of these three? We come through 1 and 2. And look how close they are. You could throw a blanket over them, couldn't you? As we come up the hill, and McDonald looks like he's got the run on Fenlon for second place. Fenlon trying to go for the outside, makes it stick, so Whitson still leads. Fenlon now second, McDonald third. Will we see Whitson? Look, he's defending coming down the hill. Fenlon will look for the switchback. They are absolutely nose to tail coming into turn 7. Again, Whitson defends. Fenlon looks to the outside. Can he switch back coming into Chapman's? And he looks up the inside. Here we go for the lead on the last lap. Can't make it through there. We'd have 3 across coming up the hill. Oh, and Fenlon's been put onto the grass there by Whitson. See him put his hand up there. Whitson defends into the boot and into the second part. McDonald, can he get the switch? Can he get the run coming into the last corner? Who's it going to be? And it's Whitson who takes victory. McDonald finishes second. Fenlon was third. Isaac finishes a lonely fourth. Who wins the battle for fifth? It's Josh McCallum. Oh, what a great drive that is. Wins novice trophy in fifth. Excellent driving from the young man there. Webster finishes in sixth place. And Thornhill, great recovery from him there to finish in 7th place. Tyler Reid finished 8th. Littlewood was 9th place, and another novice, third novice, Ridges, was 3rd. And oh, what an ending we had there. Slightly controversial, wasn't it, with Fenlon being put onto the grass, but I would not be the one. I would not be the one liking to call that one. Whitson may feel he had the racing line. Fenlon may have felt it was unfair, but what a great race to all 3 drivers. All drove very, very well, and all covered by just 1400ths across the line. So Whitson it was who came out on top this time. McDonald second, Fenlon third. But as I was saying earlier, I can see that battle raging on as the championship goes on, and you can catch it all here on WMKCTV. So well done to Whitson, well done to McCallum for taking another victory. Do join us next for the Junior Rotax.